voicemail. Dump truck time. What's going on, my little dumpers? Thanks for joining us wherever you are, dumping along at home, in your car, in your office, on your boss's desk. It doesn't matter as long as you're here. That's what counts, because we are here today with two of our closest friends in the entire whole wide world. Isn't that right? Vinny Caravella and Alex Navarro.
Yes.
Please, I prefer to be known by our stage names, Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope.
Yeah. Which one am I?
I'll be Shaggy. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I don't care.
you're fine. Yeah, Violent
okay.
J for sure.
We're the psychopathic writers, and we're here to dump.
Please, did you even bring me any Faygo, though? What the hell?
I haven't been to Michigan in a while.
Yeah, fair.
Your dumps are in costume as well. Thank you for wearing the makeup. It means a great deal to us. We've also got...
Yeah, you're not worth putting it on for.
I understand. I always thought that was like a very special thing that only certain people were privy to. That means a lot. Jeff Grubb's also here. How are you, sir? What's going on?
I tried to fix my faucet, and I turned it back. I fixed one. They were both leaking. And I fixed one, and then I half fixed the other, and I needed a new part, so I was waiting, and I didn't fully turn off the water. It leaked and went down through my kitchen ceiling. So not great. Not like super. I got it turned off now. It's good. I'll get the sink fixed. That's whatever. But there is now a stain in the kitchen, and it's real rough. Kind of bummed out about that. So looking for plans of attack on that. I think it's just point a fan at it and then do some mold testing. The insurance company basically told us the same thing, and they didn't even it was no claim yet. So I'm the beginning processes of dealing with the joys of home ownership.
I'm sorry, man. That doesn't sound like fun, but I know you're speaking Vinny Caravella's language right now. That's certainly what you're
That's
doing.
why we had him on the show, actually. This is a trap.
You're definitely not going to want to open up. Look, the worst case scenario is that water just got inside some of the joists, the beams that are holding that floor together, and that's just over time, with the next 5 years, going to rot away from the inside until somebody's standing in that bathroom and falls. And the
It'll
whole
be me, though, so that's
It'll
fine.
be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
That makes perfect
swallow me
sense.
up, house.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to have to open up that ceiling and then just kind of check it all out in there.
Absolutely not.
I love that this dump truck didn't even put wheels to pavement before it was a home ownership
Before you were
dilemma.
opening up your ceiling, I had a leak come through in my kitchen from a bathroom upstairs, and I totally got extra paranoid and opened up the damn ceiling. And I was like,
I definitely almost did that as a knee-jerk reaction. The first thing I should do here is start drilling holes, let the water drain, and then check it out. I got a little endoscope camera that I never used for anything. I'm like, well, here we go.
Right. What a
Here
liar.
we go.
What a liar. Never used for anything anyway.
Well, other than obvious, right?
Yeah. You gotta look. You buy one of those, you're gonna check out every.
Oh yeah, I gotta see what it looks like down there.
What?
No, thank you.
What?
Oh, look at this liar.
No, I don't
if you
think I
wouldn't.
would. I don't want to see that's not for me to peek into.
It's for God and your doctor. That's right.
No, I mean behind the fridge or under the stove.
Again,
What were you talking about?
just
Right.
my insides.
You're
I
talking
guess.
about your butt.
No, but
Grow up, man.
I'm scared of places outside of my body. I'm talking about the places of my home. I'm scared of the little nooks and crannies. I don't want to know what's in there.
There are any number of pieces of my house I am deeply afraid of. The other, I think last weekend or so, I had to briefly peek in the crawl space kind of under the house, to open up the hatch just to take a quick look in there. And I literally took one glance at it, then slowly closed the door and latched it as hard as I possibly could to never look there again.
Yeah, I even avoid going into my basement at all costs.
Well, you got a nice basement.
That's your opinion, you know.
Big and your basement is big and wide.
Mm-hmm.
It's big and
Full of
wide, and
concrete.
it's just not for me. That's where all the demons live and all the bugs. I saw
They're not
spider-
demons. They're Christmas trees. He has 3 Christmas
Yeah, I
trees
have
in
a
his
lot of
basement.
Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Christmas demons.
Wait, why do you have one Christmas tree in your basement?
What do you mean? Where else would I put it? In the attic?
I guess fair question. Yeah.
You know, where would I put it? In the bathroom? In the laundry room? What do you mean? Where am I supposed to put it?
Are you doing big Christmas stuff?
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah.
Big Christmas stuff.
Your big Christmas?
Yes,
No.
he's Big Christmas.
Your big Christmas.
And
Perhaps
you're in
you've
my
heard of it,
pocket.
The notorious Big Christmas.
Yeah, I like your album, by the way. Yeah.
Thank you. What do you mean? What? Yeah. I'm not a big Christmas person.
I've never seen you talk like you're.
But
You
but
pointed
someone
to
else
Alex,
someone else I live
Alex
with.
Navarro.
Someone else I
I'm
live
down
with
here for me, so I don't know who he's pointing at.
who might be listening to this live stream is very much into Christmas, which is cool.
Okay.
I enjoy the season. I enjoy that season.
Yeah.
Are you saying I'm not allowed?
No, everybody's allowed.
Are you saying after what he did, he's not allowed to? Come on, Vinny.
I think I've earned Christmas.
You've earned a Christmas or two.
Just a couple.
You've earned a couple of Christmases. I like the season of Christmas as well. I like the season of giving, as we like to call it in the trade.
You guys know it's July, right?
Yeah, but Alex, it's July. You're right, but I was just corrected. One of the trees is a Halloween tree.
Okay.
And Halloween begins in about 4 days in this house.
I was in a Home Depot.
I was in a Lowe's. This is exactly where I was going to go to. Go ahead, Vinny.
Was there a DJ skeleton in the Lowe's mixing it on the 1 and 2s for Halloween?
The Lowe's didn't have that. They had a big, bald, like Fester-looking guy looking down at you from 13 feet. They had one of those.
Oh, the giant Halloween escalation.
Yeah. I mean, they had all their Halloween stuff out, but yeah, that was the guy greeting you at the door, basically.
So again, this is for all the wrong and bad reasons. Spirit and Home Depot, they have won. They have figured out a way to make Halloween a 320-day-a-year holiday. There's just like the last 30 days they can't quite grip. It's like sometime in April.
Thanksgiving and Christmas in there somewhere, but aside from that,
everything else they've somehow been able to force a brute force Halloween into the sort of conversation.
I do know
insane.
Halloween is your jam. Halloween is a baccalaureate jam.
I think it's my jam. All year round we obviously celebrate the spookiness, but like certainly fall time when, especially here in Jersey, where it becomes real like picturesque fall. Mm-hmm. It is the time for that.
October's my favorite month, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff in October for sure.
I wanted to. I didn't know where to bring up this topic, and I felt like with you, Alex, here is probably the right time to do it. I haven't talked about Ozzy Osbourne, and I don't.
We literally just got done playing Brutal Legend on a stream.
No way! Oh, no way!
Yeah.
So that's awesome. I just think it's worth. I don't know. I was very moved by the last couple of weeks of his life and just sort of what his legacy is now kind of cemented as. And I don't know. I just think as some, just watching his whole arc and just seeing how it all kind of played out, I'm just sort of left kind of in awe of him and his life.
Yeah. I mean, when you talk about heavy metal and you talk about people who are like genuine pillars of what metal is and always has been, there aren't a lot of those people. Like, he is one of the absolute like load-bearing pillars for all metal that came after. And you don't lose one of those guys like every other week, there just aren't that many of them to begin with.
And his songs were able to also be like very poppy while also still being metal, which kind of crossover hits. So it's like, he's the kind of metal that shows up in like a lot of movies. A lot of needle drops are going to be Ozzy Osbourne still to this day.
Era spanning.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. And I mean, I think, as someone who I was always into, I guess I would call it like different kind of music throughout my life. I didn't get into metal and the heavier stuff until my like late 20s. Mm-hmm. And when I started to, do the research, right? Like all roads began with Sabbath and with like listen to Mastodon getting interviewed and you listen to like all these bands getting, and you're just like, oh, okay, it's really just like the Big Bang was kind of just him. And for obviously that's not entirely true, but for the sake of argument, and I'm just really blown away. And then, maybe this is like very cheesy, but I think it is really cool to see the kind of like the power of that kind of music and how era spanning it truly is, and even with the charity that concert was able to do and all this, I'm just in awe. I'm absolutely in awe of his presence, and I'm just.
Did you ever see him live? Did you ever see him?
I never saw Ozzy.
I went
no.
to several Ozfests, and it would kind of like oscillate back and forth between Ozzy Osbourne headlining and Black Sabbath headlining, and so I got to see both quite frankly. And I was, as a kid, was never there for Ozzy Osbourne, but we'd always still be there at the end there and actually watch it. And every time it was like, oh, this is a really good time. This is fantastic. The vibes like pick up because now like all these like older people that were not there for Disturbed and Godsmack earlier in the day are finally enjoying themselves, and it's like everyone's feeling good. Yeah, it was a great time for sure.
Just some fun, devil worshiping good times with the family.
Yeah, every single time it was at the concert venue was Polaris Amphitheater, which is this big outdoor amphitheater in Columbus, Ohio. And they would always plant new sod at the beginning of the concert season. And then every time Ozfest would come, people would dig up the sod with like knives and stuff and whatever they had and start just throwing it. And every year it would just get completely destroyed. So yeah, that's how we worship the devil, destroying grass, which as a now nearing middle-aged man deeply upsets me. So
it's an Ohio tradition.
Yeah,
a tradition like none other.
The Masters.
Yeah, it's just kind of beautiful. Right? I think the power of heavy metal music and what it has sort of lasted throughout these decades in such a way, and maybe I'm biased here, but maybe back in a bigger way than ever before.
Well, it's also, I think the thing that really has kind of struck me about the Ozzy thing in particular is that when you talk about old guys in metal, let's be real, a lot of the times when they go, there's a lot of conversation around like, well, yeah, they did have a Nazi collection, that kind of shit, in various ways in which they have misbehaved, sometimes in ways that are extremely dark. But with Ozzy, yes, like the dude had his demons, but at the same time, he seems to have mostly, throughout his career, managed to maintain a fairly weird degree of normalcy and like a certain amount of like redemption over the course of time as he sort of got out of his addictions and sort of, I'm not even really counting the reality show era.
But he was the most normal one on the reality show by far. Yeah. True. He just sat around with his dog and everyone else was like out of pocket the entire time.
Yeah. So it's just, it's kind of nice to be able to talk about this person and also not feel like you are stepping over any number of landmines related to their career and their life.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I think that goes a long way for sure. So, yeah, I was looking for the right space to talk about Ozzy and how impactful, and I'm glad we could do that here today with you guys here.
R.I.P. Ozzy. Did you know,
Ozzy.
fun fact, you might know this already, we were talking about a little Ozzy and Black Sabbath on the other the Nextlander podcast, but the guitarist is a Tommy Iommi or Lamy is the
Iommi.
Was missing the two fingertips on his finger and had like had put like prosthetic fingertips on.
No
and
shit.
Had to detune the guitar a bit and use like different strings, and that's part of the sound, I would say, that influenced metal because of that accident.
No shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else do you know?
Oh, you want to get into it?
That's amazing.
Well, let me get my book.
This is all the caravel knowledge throughout the years.
We're not going to talk about that. Sorry.
Skip that chapter. Yeah, that's great to hear and to have you guys here for that. What is going on in the world of Nextlander? We've got 2/3 of the Nextlander crew here right now. Tell us what's going on. And obviously everyone needs to be supporting Nextlander on Patreon. What else is cooking?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got the Watchcast Cookin', which is we do not watch the movies while we drink and talk over them. We watch the movies,
we do that.
Possibly drink, and then we get together and talk about the movies.
Yes. Or in our case right now, the TV show, because we have been living the Star Trek summer this summer, talking about the original series.
Does the Star Trek summer culminate in you guys then getting around to the movies?
Eventually. We still have to do season 3, but we're almost done with season 2. Yeah.
I love the movies. Some of the show's fantastic too, but I love the movies. I had a couple of years where it's like, these are my favorite things. So looking forward to that a lot.
Yeah. So we're in original season,
season
2, original series. So that is trucking along. Of course, we've got Never Been a Better Podcast, which is going to go up today, actually.
Nice.
A reminder to get that posted today. Yep, that's the one where Dan is talking about his cat and learning all about new things about how flexible cats are and where they can reach. And then later on this week, Friday, I'm going to be gone. I've got to go pick up my son from camp, but Alex and Brad are going to be streaming on Friday. So that's the short of it. But yeah, over at patreon.com, it's this little site where you can support the people you love.
Heard of it.
Patreon.com/Nextlander. You can go find a bunch of stuff there. As we say, find a tier that fits for you.
Oh,
yeah.
They should steal that slogan from you.
Nope, it's ours. That would be stealing from us.
Wow.
Please do not.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good
But
for you.
If they pay us enough, they can take it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now's about the part of the show where I get caught up on things I've missed in Giant Bomb lore for the week. But here's the thing, folks.
Yeah.
Just Daddy Grub and I just kind of holding down the fort this week are lonesome. So I am caught up. I know
Where'd all your
all
boys
about.
go?
They fucked off, and I'm glad.
Yeah, we sent them on a plane to the West Coast, and who knows what shenanigans they're getting into. We played what was the James Bond game, the 007 game?
Yeah,
yesterday?
Everything or Nothing. It was my punishment. Dan did better than Tony Hawk, so he gave me a punishment game where I had to play 007 Everything or Nothing for the GameCube, and that was pretty good. That's a good game.
The game's not bad. I remember.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Really big. Even it holds up in a lot of ways. You know, it's third-person shooters. A lot of it has happened in the intervening years, but before that moment where all that stuff just kind of got turned into one idea of what a third-person shooter should be, it holds up really well. It was a good time.
I sat in on some of it, and I gotta say, I was kind of blown away with like how many actors they were able to con.
They got Maya. He wouldn't shut up about Maya, guys.
Yeah,
he was
like
very impressed.
Really, with Defoe and everyone like coming in on that, I was like, wow, look what they were able to do.
I feel like Maya was probably a bigger get at the time when the game came out.
Oh yeah,
that's
for
probably
sure.
Right.
Willem Dafoe in there was surprising, was actually legitimately shocking, because even then it's like, that's a pretty big actor. It's like a guy who takes himself seriously.
I feel like that was the era in particular where some bug got through Hollywood. Like, I don't know if Michael Madsen had just done enough video games at that point. He was just telling us, like, this is a really easy way to make some money. But, like, it seemed like that was the time when more Hollywood agents are like, yeah, you should do this. This will probably be a good payday.
Because it was just them going in a booth mostly, and then the animators did all the work for it, because there was no performance capture back then. Not really. And so they didn't have to do the Troy Baker stuff. Now that's why I think it's like, well, we're just going to go with people who know what motion capture is.
Yes.
It's too bad he'll never agree to do a video game ever again.
Well, until the Passion of the Christ video game comes out, they'll get Willem back for that, I think.
I don't know. I feel like he's had two experiences now where maybe he's out.
I'm telling you right now. Well, okay, yeah, the David Cage thing would ruin anyone. But I will say, if anyone can do it, if anyone can bring him back to the world of video games, Kojima could scan him. I believe this could happen.
Yeah, that's true. I would love to see it.
Do we want that for him, though?
For whom?
For Willem. Yeah, come on.
Can we stop?
We're trying to protect Willem.
As with all the other celebrities that he scans, I feel bad for the version of their consciousness that is forever trapped in the computer that he then plays with in his off hours. But
gets his fingers
actual Willem Dafoe probably won't even notice.
I feel like Willem Dafoe would, like, from the Cage show, would be like, I'm not fucking falling for that shit.
You're not putting those dots on me.
Only if you scan the whole body. The body that even Lars von Trier wouldn't show on camera.
Oh, hell yeah. So before we pivot into our pivot, this has been a theme for a while, and I want to hear from both of you. So have you seen Happy Gilmore?
The original?
No,
I've seen the original.
The new one.
The sequel.
Oh. No.
You haven't watched it yet. I'm surprised.
I'll watch it eventually.
I'm more surprised you haven't seen it yet, Vinny.
Why?
Because you have kids. It's kind of a kids adjacent movie.
They filmed some of it in my town.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a fun thing.
New Jersey's own Happy Gilmore 2.
My kids someday something in the middle school or something, they had like an Adam Sandler dress like day, right? And I'm like, why would you? This is a leftover thing from like 15 years ago that somehow the middle school has not moved on from. Because my kids are like, we have to dress like somebody named Adam Sandbag or something. I don't know, like, whatever it is. I'm like, what? what? Like it's like big shorts and like do we have a basketball jersey in the like a jersey in the house? I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I found out it was Adam Sandler. So my kids don't really know Adam Sandler stuff. But that being said, I saw the Happy Gilmore stuff come up. There have been a lot of Adam Sandler things. I kind of went down a little bit of a rabbit hole to be like, I'm gonna dig a little deeper into what people have to say about Adam Sandler because there's some pieces about him. Because I have always heard that he just wants to make movies to get his friends paid, right? Like he just wants to do this thing.
Largely, yes.
And now his family, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, it seems like his family and his friends. He's just making movies to get him paid. I did not see. I'm very curious about Adam Sandler's career and how he will be remembered because while the goofy Adam Sandler stuff never really caught traction with me, I actually like his more serious stuff. I actually
like Punch Drunk,
and Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
I think that stuff is pretty good.
I think. So I've always felt this way about him and how he kind of presents, and maybe it's just an unfair thing for me to try and infer. I never like. I always feel like whenever I see him, I'm like, is he having fun? You know, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's got a bit of like a dourness to him where it's just like, I hope he's having fun because there's certainly a lot of attention on you. You having fun? Are you doing, you know what I mean? Like,
I think from what I saw in my like little bit of checking in on what's going on there, seems like he just wants to spend time with his family and get people paid.
Yeah. And it seems like that's working out pretty well for him.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think because there were a lot of stuff I saw was a lot of reporters being like, most critics think your movie sucks. Does that affect you at all? And he's like, yeah, I used to, but like now I just cash the checks. And like,
and they're big checks from Netflix. He's got a big deal.
Yeah, I saw there was some commencement speech that I saw a clip of where he's like, look, some of you are going to do worse. Alex, what's the one? I think you reviewed it or Rory reviewed it. The one where he plays the twin.
Jack and Jill.
He's
oh
like,
my God.
Some of you are going to make
it.
Yeah, I think so. He was like at a commencement. He's like, some of you are going to make the next Jack and Jill at this commencement. He's like, look, I'll tell you what I tell myself. Just laugh all the way to the bank. You know, like, which I thought is like, you know, fair.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm all for a fuck it, get paid kind of mentality, but I don't have to watch those movies. It's fine.
No.
No one really has to watch.
So yes, no, I have not seen. The kids have not seen any of the Sandler verse really.
Oh no? Yeah.
Well,
I guess Big Daddy's not like a kid's movie really.
I never liked that one.
You don't like Big Daddy?
No.
I never loved it. Yeah.
No,
right.
I never thought it was that great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We'll watch Uncut Gems together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a movie.
as a family.
I like
As
that
a
a lot.
family. Yeah.
That's
Pure
the movie
Kino,
that
baby.
That's the movie that I think Dan has said helps him calm down.
I watch it too, and I'm like, it kind of puts me in a chill spot too.
Wait,
Yeah.
really?
I mean, let me be real.
It's
that
It's
What
like,
is
you know,
Dan?
wait,
but the
you
part
know-
where he turns to the camera is just, this is how I win.
This is how I
That's
win.
Dan Reichert.
yeah, that's true. For me, it's like the way like you treat ADHD with speed. It's I think it's a similar concept where there's just so much bombarding my brain that it's just like, okay, we can't do anything about this. Let's just turn off.
Man.
Oh, it's a fire with fire thing?
Yeah, a little bit. I think so.
That movie's definitely like me curling up into a pillow, be like, just stop making mistakes. Just stop.
Yeah, like how is this roller coaster only drops?
Oh my gosh, just go take a nap. Just sleep. Stop.
You guys know who the bad guy in the Happy Gilmore 2 is played by, right?
Yeah.
It's,
Before I've seen
it's
it.
Benny Safdie. Benny Safdie from the Safdie brothers. They're one of the
yes.
directors of Uncut Gems. He is in Happy Gilmore 2, which I think is a cool turn for that guy's career.
Interesting.
Yeah, directing Uncut Gems, then Oppenheimer, and now this.
Yeah, both of those guys are just, they can't stop touching and making content. It's like,
Yeah.
we're living in the Safdieverse now, I feel like, in a lot of ways.
I'm all right with that.
And that everything is really stressful? Yes.
Yeah, I guess that checks out. All right, folks, if you could not tell, this is a call-in show. We've been leading up to this reveal. It is a call-in show. 707 exit flu is our voicemail telephone number. You can leave a voicemail, and we will get to it next week on the show. But for now, we're going to answer the ones that have been left up till now. Is
Oh,
that all
I
right with
see.
you?
Wow, bunch of
Yeah.
cowards can't do them live. I see how it is.
What?
Do them
Don't-
live. No,
don't
take
act
this
like
audience.
anyone
do
out
it live
there-
right now. Just
Don't
do
act.
it.
Don't act like anyone out there has the ability to take live calls. Okay, stop acting like that's a technology that exists.
We can. I just refuse to talk to fans. I don't want them to look at me. No speaking to them. And never. That's the rule I have.
Exactly. Everyone take note. This is Alex's first voicemail dump truck. Everyone take note of that. Be excited for Alex.
Be kind.
And now, because of that very thing, he is going to get to choose the first voicemail. Alex, have the honor.
Grandma shame.
Hey, Douglas, this is Cagney from Austin. I was just standing in my kitchen, looked at our wall, and this has been hanging there forever. But we have this, like, disc plate type thing that she knocks off, but metal plate hanging on the wall, and it's got a picture of the devil on it. And he's sitting on a wheel of cheese, and he's holding.
Okay, I want to hear that one again anyway.
Yeah, let's start that again.
Thank you.
Hey, Douglas, this is Cagney from Austin. I was just standing in my kitchen, looked at our wall, and this has been hanging there forever. But we have this, like, disc plate type thing. It's a cheap knockoff, but metal plate hanging on the wall, and it's got a picture of the devil on it. And he's sitting on a wheel of cheese, and he's holding a plate that has some more cheese on it. And in his other hand, he's got a fork with even more cheese on it. And it just says, "Hey, have you tried cheese?" And I was just looking at that picture and thinking, my grandma would be really ashamed of this if she was still with us. I think it's awesome, though, but what do you have around your house that your grandma would be ashamed of?
Oh, God.
Love you guys. Bye.
Oh,
Yes.
Most of what I own.
Uh-huh. All of it.
Yeah, no grandma. I'm glad there's not a grandma that can come into my home. At least one of my grandmas.
My grandma was a freak. She'd love it all.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, little Sicilian freak. Yeah.
What does that
You don't
mean?
want to know. You couldn't handle it.
I kind of do now.
I need to know more about your Nona.
4'2" whirlwind. Yeah.
I do imagine, like, one of my ancestors being time traveled from a war suddenly into my basement when I'm doing one of my shows and like forcing them to reckon with my life versus theirs. I think about that a lot. I think all
This
of
is
this.
what you fought for.
Yeah, exactly. You did that, so I can do this. I hope you're proud. I know you're not, but I
could
hope
have
you
a
are.
shelf of Transformers. Thank you.
I
thanks
think
for your
about
service.
that all the time.
Yeah.
And I come to the conclusion, and maybe it's a rationalization, but what I come to is just like, you can't displace these anachronistic, like, periods of time because they are relative to the time in which they exist, right? Like, you know, it's like, oh, imagine a caveman came to Times Square, right? And you'd be like, that'd be kind of...
Oh, yeah, he'd die instantly.
You'd be like, it would be horrifying, it would be funny, it would be a lot of different things, but like, they're just too paradoxical for you to make a realistic comparison to it, right? Like, I hear what you're saying, and like certainly how our grandparents grew up and what that looks like for our children, right? Like the dichotomy there, that it's night and day. I don't know. Maybe it's just the coward's way out of thinking about something like that. But I also don't want them to think that they died so that Vinny could have 1,500 Transformers on a shelf.
Well, they didn't, no. Well, first,
I'm sorry,
of all,
1,300.
That's not what
1,300.
killed them.
1,300. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, we don't go Generation 2. Thank you very much.
I know.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, you knew this. No, my grandparents would be freaking psyched. My grandparents would be happy that they didn't have much of anything. They'd be happy I even had a house, like they'd be pretty psyched at anything. They'd think I was the richest person in the world. So
You got $4,000? My God.
yeah. How many toilets in this house?
The
Jeez.
water? Wait, it comes out of the faucet?
Where do you keep the donkey? Be like, no, we don't.
I think
It's in the back.
I could just go ask. My two grandparents still alive. Actually, I could just go.
bless them.
I can go ask them right now.
I forgot about that. That is
Yeah.
what a miracle that is.
Yeah, they're probably nearing 100 each. Yeah.
Wow.
They got to be
Huh.
up there. Yeah. So
Yo, let me get
just,
some of
I'll
those
ring 'em up,
jeans.
see
Let me
what
get
they
those
think.
jeans. Where are those jeans at?
I do check frequently. He also still has his hair, so I'm doing okay over here. I think I'm gonna be all right.
You're good.
What does that mean? You first
I
of all,
just
buddy?
check the Facebook page every once in a while. The grandma posts pics. I'm like, does granddad still have his hair? Yep. All right, here we go.
As if he lost it at 98, you'd be like, shit.
I mean, I'm ruined. I'm ruined.
When does the countdown start for me? It turns out never.
98.
I need to get the turkey right away.
What's their secret?
I don't know. I think it's just living in Xenia, Ohio, or whatever. And there's nothing that can harm them there.
Place.
An unchallenging place, exactly.
Sure.
And they're more than happy with that.
That's amazing. Bless you. That's great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You know, Grub does hold all the power on this podcast today.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Chuck, I give it all to Chuck. I'm good now.
I'm just saying, when it comes to the head situation.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your suit for the three of us.
Like we're nervous. Like we're all like collectively nervous in your
I don't believe that. I think I do think legitimately the balds have more power. You guys, there is like research that bald men are more appreciated as leaders and stuff like that. So
when was the last time you had a bald president?
Okay, well but we also don't respect any presidents either. So
okay,
yeah,
that used to mean something, Vinny. That used to mean
something. Right now, actually, is the answer to that question.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
I think about like, you know, would it be weird one day if I just walked in on a stream and I had a full head? I was like gone for 3 weeks. Gone for 3 weeks. I come back just full head hair. Be like,
you're speaking Turkish.
Yeah,
it'd be amazing. It would be amazing.
I just take the hat off and be like, huh? Just you never knew what was under there, huh? Just
have you guys ever like seriously looked into anything along those lines, or like
No.
we've talked about the toupee queen, who I think is maybe she's on the West Coast. She has this TikTok where she does these really excellent toupees, and I'm like, this looks great. And every time the video ends, the guys look at the camera and they have the biggest smile on their face because it looks really nice. And it's like, oh, that's really sweet. Have you guys ever looked into anything like that?
You want to know why they look like that? Because in 4K in real time, their confidence meter goes from 0 to 100. It just fills right the fuck up, and they're just like, wow, I've been activated. If the three of us had a full head of grub hair, it would shake the world.
Oh,
like,
it couldn't survive.
It would be frightening.
I saw someone today, this morning. I had a meeting, and I saw someone in person who I hadn't seen face to face in like 8 years, and he's like, "Oh, Jeff," he's like, "What are you doing? You look the same." And I was like, "Buddy, let me take my hat off," you know, like. And then he was like, there's time. You know, like,
I honestly
There's time.
I don't mind. I don't mind being bald. I think bald is beautiful, the whole thing. But sometimes I think I used to say it's God's nerf. It's like it's too powerful. You know, like all the bald people out there. Somebody had to be like, it's too much power. I'm gonna take hair away from you. I'm gonna remove.
it's a
hair.
buff. Yeah,
It's a nerf. Yeah, they need to take it away.
It is, but you know, it comes with its own buff, which is that you never have to pay for a haircut again. Like literally, all you got to do is just get a pair of clippers and just zoom, and you are good. Like
Showers
I am embracing
take 2 minutes.
that.
Yep.
Tell that to my brother, who has been bald since like 19, and pays for haircuts like twice a month.
Wait, what?
It's really unnecessary.
Go get him a pair of clippers.
I think he knows they exist. I just think he's like, oh, I'm gonna get a $60
have you like
for my guy.
gifted him one for like Christmas or something like that, like a pair of clippers?
Really
ever?
trying to give him the hint.
Yeah.
Walls.
No, I guess maybe we should.
I mean, if
you
you're not
know?
going to use it, maybe you shouldn't. I don't know.
You'd be like, who's this for? The dog?
I was prepared for this lifestyle because every man in my family has the exact same hairline at a certain point. Like my dad, both my granddads, like great uncles, cousins. Some have it way worse even than I do. There is always a limit. There will always be a point where it's like the receding will just hit a certain point. It will stop, but it will look so thin that trying to do a real haircut is just never going to work again. So I knew it was coming. I was ready for it when it happened.
Yeah.
I am embracing the bald life.
You look great.
Thank you.
I
have
think
the opposite problem where the barber has to shave the hair between my eyebrows and my hairline because it
now
kind of
you're just
connects
showing off.
sometimes.
Yeah, now you're
it's
showing off.
the proceeding
It's a tough
hairline.
spot.
Yeah.
It's
You're,
rough.
I actually, my hair situation is going in reverse.
Yeah, it's taking over my face slowly, but down, like from the forehead down. My forehead is shrinking.
Before we move on, I think my brother's doing like the hot shave thing too. I think he's getting that
so
like
that's
treatment.
nice. He's
So maybe
treating
that's
himself.
That's good. That's nice.
That's,
Okay, I get that.
I do miss that. There was a guy in Hoboken I used to go to who did that real nice with the straight edge razor, and he would like smoke a cigarette while he did it. It was real nice.
Yeah, that's a trust. Yeah, trust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've never been like that comfortable with like a barber to ask for that. Yeah.
Yeah, he just did it one day without asking, and I was like, if I die, I die, you know?
Do you guys? I shave when I shave. I shave under, but I use a straight razor. I'm not. It's the only thing that can handle this.
To cut through all that bullshit,
to do the weed whacking. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm like burning through. Was all the razors? The safety razor also will work, but it clogs up too quickly.
Yeah. Sure.
The straight razor. Do you have to sharpen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's not replacing any blades. You're just sharpening it over time.
I go
Okay.
and I open my closet and it just says it's just like a little picture of Italy in there, and it's got the it's got the tank top thing, the rib tank top thing. It's got a big meatball stain on it. I put that on, take out the strop, and then
Just a mannequin's hand doing this. Yeah.
And just the music starts playing for no reason,
it's just
you know?
Godfather soundtrack just plays. A toothpick just grows out of my mouth.
I was gonna say a cigar.
Just
But
comes
yeah.
right out.
Hell yeah, there's like olives everywhere for some
It's
reason.
beautiful. It smells great. It's fantastic. Yeah.
I want to hang out where you're hanging out.
It's great. It's a good world.
Well, thank you, caller. That's the conversation that took place after your voicemail. Vinny, why don't you choose the next one?
Sure. Let's see here. Let's go with they don't pay bills.
Hey, if you push a cat against the wall and it doesn't put its arms and legs and hands and feet out, it doesn't mean he's dumb. It means he trusts you. Also, if you have a cat that lives in your house, he's already smarter than any of us are. They don't work. They don't pay bills. They don't do nothing. So my question is, what's up, guys? Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you too, I guess, caller.
Is that
Thank
a
you,
reference
caller.
to something?
Yeah. So on a previous episode, I got a new kitten recently, and we're talking like my older cat is he's pretty. And he's a dipshit. He's really dumb.
Yeah.
And so I was talking like, how do we know? It's like I was told, and again, these are things I hear. I don't go and vet them myself. So I haven't done the actual research with a control group or anything. But apparently, if you pick a cat up and you put like all four paws up against the wall, if they sort of just let their arms bend against the wall, it means that they're not bright. And if they do brace themselves, it means they are relatively bright for a cat. I would believe that it also means that maybe they trust you versus they don't. The new kitten is still getting used to this place. But also, that older cat that doesn't put his arms up against the wall, he's dumb as hell. And he doesn't. I never said he wasn't smarter than me, though, to be clear to the caller. Yeah, I get that. He's got it all figured out. He gets everything he wants. He's 25 pounds. He's eating fine. Like, he's doing all right.
It's a fat cat.
Wow.
Yeah,
he's
fat
a
cat.
big fat cat, and he's a big breed anyhow, and he's fat for that too. So yes,
Alex, is there any truth to that? Do you know? And with
I don't know. I've never done that test before.
Can you smash one of your cats against the
Just
wall and
smush
see
it
what
against the wall.
happens?
Let us know.
I don't need that to know that my cats are maybe a little bit dumb, but that's okay because they are gorgeous.
Gorgeous. I've been to your house probably 4 times at this point, and I've seen it's one of their butts for a split second, and that's it.
Yeah. Zeke is more friendly. He's definitely coming around more when people show up. Tangy will forever hide. She is just not interested in anyone that is not us.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. And Vinny, you don't have a cat, do you? Or
No,
you do?
just a dog.
Much to his daughter's chagrin.
Yeah, seriously. No, just a dog who thinks he's a cat.
How does that manifest?
Which, like, never happens.
What's happening there?
I think you mentioned this too, Backler. My dog is like a fairly bigger dog. He's a pit bull Rottweiler mix who then like loves to sleep on top of the couch, but then is too big and just like mushes down all the pillows. Wants to be in your lap. Wants to be on people all the time. Very cat-like.
I think that's not. I mean, dogs do that. That is I believe that is considered a demonstration of dominance.
I own you.
I don't think Kirby cares about dominance
especially,
at all.
Well,
I mean, he does put this like weird leather mask on
Yeah.
me.
Right.
When he does it, he's like just kind of.
and he does
Never
the-
breaks eye contact.
and he does
His
the
bark
look at
sounds
me.
like gimp. It's weird.
Yeah.
puts on his high heels and then
And he
like,
does the
let
I'm
me-
the captain now thing.
Yeah,
he
let me
does
step,
that.
Let me
Pours
get
hot
outside.
wax on you. Yeah.
Put on the collar I like. Come on, do it. Put it
I just
on.
thought that was a dog thing. I just
Yeah.
Yeah, no, could be, could not be, but I think it's when a dog wants to be like physically above you. It's sort of just like, this is all my shit. If anyone's asking,
Look at all
this
my
is all
shit.
my shit,
He just wants to look out the window because he does that thing where he goes up,
which
on
is
the,
also his shit.
which is also all his shit,
His
his
domain.
world. Yeah, we had Kirby. We have construction going on in the basement here, so we've got like the plastic up that like blocks the entrance to the basement, so the dust and stuff doesn't come out.
Yeah.
A motherfucker, he's a very friendly dog. Kool-Aid Man's through the plastic to go greet everybody. I'm like, every morning we got to go like tape it all back up or like put chairs in front of it and just.
He's unstoppable.
He's unstoppable.
What's he weighing?
He's not like 80. He's
All right,
75, 80.
all right, he's a big
Yeah.
boy.
He's one of those dogs. He's like super friendly. He's lovable, but like if you saw him charging at you, you'd be a little maybe.
You might want to brace yourself.
I want to
yeah.
sidestep. Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's coming up for some love.
He's just knocking over toddlers left and
Oh
right.
my
if-
gosh,
if
yeah.
they
And no
were
regard
around.
for human life. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's the saddest thing. If you've ever seen it happen in real life, the dog doesn't do it on purpose. It's just like, hope you're stronger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hope
Catch
you,
me.
you know, and it just knocks. Yeah, it's just like, I've not been able to calculate strength and size, but let's play.
That's right.
You know,
Catch
that kind
me,
of thing.
love me.
That's so funny. All right, thank you, caller. Thank you, Vinny. Jeff Grubb, take your crack at it.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's go with now illegal.
Hey, 3M boys. The name Jeff is now illegal. The Jeffs can pick a new name, but they have to agree on it. What's the new name they pick?
Who's they?
Well, the Jeffs, every Jeff.
Every Jeff, yeah.
So-
the Council of Jeffs.
So all the Jeffs have to have a meeting and
Yeah.
like
Well,
declare.
You have been
mean-
declared illegal.
He only asked us, so maybe we get to decide for every Jeff.
I would be totally okay with that. I
want to be
very
laser
vocal.
beam.
Whoa!
You all have to be laser beam.
You went in a direction I don't know if I'm prepared to go in. It just seems like a radical direction. Laser
Yeah.
beam, so many more
laser beam
syllables.
grub.
Laser beam grub. Laser
I-
beam bacalar.
Ooh,
I've
that
been
sounds
very-
good.
I've been very vocal about how much I dislike my name. And I would just prefer it to be something else.
I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. But it also just sounds like a punchline. It just Jeff. You just
does.
say it in such a funny
Yes.
way that it just sounds like the end of a joke.
It does.
Fine,
And if,
I'm doing all right.
and if you're asking why we called the company definitely, you're just gonna have to figure that shit out for yourself. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It was a dark time. We just went with whatever felt right.
But
if I
yeah.
can propose a suggestion here,
yes,
kinda
the non-Jeff in the room.
yeah,
Sure,
if
go
I,
ahead.
if you don't mind me weighing in here, maybe you just turn this whole thing on its head. Fej.
Fedge.
I have a friend who calls me Fej.
Yeah.
Fej.
Oh.
But when I need a role-playing character, it's often Fej Berg.
Okay.
Which is both names backwards. Yeah.
So my friend, she says Fej, but I guess Fej, which is like an E at the end.
I think you want to try and Frenchy it up as much as you possibly
sure.
can. Just Fej.
Fej. Is it two Fs?
If you want.
I think
Like
I'm a little more vindictive. I think you just get together and you fuck over one person. Like just start. Everybody goes by Bacalar. And then
Bacalar?
Yeah.
Bacalar.
Yep, that's it. And I'm Bacalar Grubb. Who are you? I'm Bacalar Gersman. Who are
Bacalar,
you?
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
Bacalar. Be like, wait, you're Bacalar? Be
But
like,
it's better than everyone being named Grub.
That's too many Bacalars.
Oh, I could go by Grub. Grub.
Grub,
You
Grub,
do
Grub.
go by Grub. I feel like I
Grub
Yeah,
squared.
but two Grubs. Grub.
Grub.
Yeah.
Grub's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
You sound
I
like
don't-
an Ewok then. You'd be like, Grub.
Grub.
Yes, it is very Yub Nub. You're right.
Yeah.
Does you think this counts for Keeley because he's a GE?
Oh, that's
Ooh,
interesting.
He might have found the way out. No, but he's got to spell Bacalar with somebody with a G.
PH or something.
I think the G-Jeffs you're just putting in prison. You're just excising that whole aspect of it.
They don't come to the meeting.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they're not
yeah.
allowed in.
Nobody knows their email address. It's spelled too weird.
We're not going with like another government Christian name though, right? We're not going to be a bunch of Derricks going forward, right?
Derek?
Like,
You think
I think the less the government knows about your names at this point, the better.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm just saying we're not going to like go something vanilla. We're not going to be Kevin or Derek or Chris.
No,
Like-
look, I think
What are idiots naming their children nowadays?
Oh, you don't. It's we think we're so creative.
I think the most popular name I see now is Chase.
Man,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a real name.
I mean, that's not so bad.
No, it's not annoying. Yeah.
like I assume because of the small police dog from Pound.
No, it's
Paw
actually-
Patrol.
yeah,
It's a
that's
Paw
what it
Patrol.
is.
Thing. Yeah, of course,
Not
of
Pound
course.
It's actually the Charlie
Absolutely.
Sheen movie they're named after.
Oh, the Chase. Got it.
The
Yeah,
Chase.
yeah.
The Chase Grub, actually, is what my new name's going to be.
I think my problem with Jeff right now is that you're right, Grub. It is sometimes a punchline.
I'm sorry.
And-
Bacalar Epstein. we got to include him here as well if we change our names to Bacalar. So
Wow.
throwing that
Yeah,
out
thank
there.
you for bringing that up.
Oh, yeah, just throwing it out there for you.
A, thank you for bringing that up. B, thank you for including him in our group.
He's a Jeff. What am I supposed to do?
Buddy, he had his license revoked a long time ago. Okay, believe I send the memberships out in the mail. I keep track.
It was one of the first council meetings. I remember you talking about it.
It was an easy
That's why we
vote.
decided we needed a council,
Yeah, yeah.
actually. We got to do something about this guy.
The only unanimous vote we've ever had. I also think, there's just no more Jeffs. There's no more new Jeffs. Like no kids
It
are
is-
named Jeff.
That is legitimately true. And like, there was a poll from like UK in like the last couple of weeks. And it's like only 3 new kids were named Jeff like all year or something
Wait,
like that.
we have a new Bob emergency, but it's for Jeffs.
Yes, there's a Jeff. Well, no one's that urgent about it though, so maybe not even an emergency. We're just letting it slide. It's fine.
But there's, I bet, I bet there's, I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of names like that, especially in traditionally female names. Like, there's not a lot of new Stacys, not a lot of new those coming out.
Yeah, when was the last time you named a kid Gertrude?
But buddy, I bet you that is more popular than new Stacys.
No,
I'm telling you, man.
Gertie.
Gertie
is
like
not
Matilda,
coming back. There are plenty of old ass names that I'm sure are getting resurrected.
Yes,
Gertrude is not one that I have seen crop up anywhere.
I feel like you hear a lot of really old ass names.
Yeah, but not that one.
I don't know.
What I like is the opposite of this is like finding out that some names are really young. Like Madison apparently wasn't really a name for women until the movie Splash, where like they made a whole joke out of the fact that she's like looking around for a name and she sees Madison Avenue. And everyone's like, that's the name of a street. What are you talking about? That can't be your name. It's like, oh, that's only been around since the 80s, essentially.
Really?
Yeah, and it feels like it's been there forever because it's been there our whole life for the
Wait.
most part.
Did you tell me there's no Maddies like from like the 1920s?
Madeline. That's
None.
Madeline.
Madeline.
Oh,
Yeah,
Madeline. Oh,
but yeah.
Okay, not Madison. Okay. Good.
You know, the name that is supposed to be attached to Maddie.
Got it. Okay.
And obviously Madison's a last name for sure, but yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Madison Grubb, Madison Bacalar. I like
No,
him.
I don't know. I don't know what I would like my name to be. I don't have an answer for that.
Oh, nobody knows. This
All
is
right,
why
you're Gary now. Let's move on.
But Vinny, do you like your name,
I
right?
love it.
Oh,
Alex, you like your name?
Yeah, I've come to terms with it.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of me too. It's like, oh, I wish I had a better shot. Better chance with it.
Is it okay? The full names are both Vincent and Alexander. Like no funny business there.
It's the
Mine's
sector
Vincent
fashion.
for sure. Yeah.
Whoa, that seems like a touchy subject. Do you want to talk
We
about it? You want
talked
to
about.
unpack?
No. We're not doing this bit again. Every
I don't
time
know
I
the
bring
bit.
this up, it's like it's the first time you motherfuckers have heard
That's
this.
right.
I'm not
Wait,
doing
isn't
this
your middle
again.
name also Alexander or
shit.
something?
Okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Alexis Alexander is my full name.
That's
Got
right.
it.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Forgive me for acting like I did not know.
Yeah,
That's how
I'm
much.
just. It's not that I mind talking about it. It's that you guys forget it
We
every
forget.
time.
We
I
forget.
knew his
I think it's cool. I think it's cool. It's also Vincenzo.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Vincent. It is Vincent on the birth certificate.
It should be Vincenzo.
Mike Minotti's full name is
Vincenzo.
Michelangelo Minotti, though. That's
Oh,
real.
that's fantastic.
That's real. Everybody.
That's
Yeah.
great. But he didn't go by Angelo?
No.
Okay.
Angie, he went by for a while.
Angie.
Yeah,
Oh, did he?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
that's
Rolling
cool.
Stones song is about him. Yeah.
I always thought it was.
Yeah.
Wow, it makes so much, especially the part about Disney. I always thought.
The whole verse
It just
about
makes so
Disney?
much sense now.
Phenomenal. Thank you,
When
caller.
will you get the teacup? Yeah, right. Angie. I'll just do the whole thing.
Do it. I was waiting
this is
for it.
great. He's-
Angie.
We're so used to people just randomly bursting out in song on this show, so this is great.
Let's skip Epcot.
Never would be okay with that.
Can't skip Epcot. That can't be the lyrics. All right. Yeah. Thank you, caller. Thank you for making Jeffs illegal. It's about damn time.
Hell yeah.
It's about time we canceled all the Jeffs.
Yeah.
All right. It's my turn now, and I'm gonna choose. Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Yo, it's Kevin from Michigan. Just getting over being sick. Vinny, you're the Wizard of Oz. What do you give each of the Giant Bomb crew? Specifically, most importantly, Dan 3.0. Could be anything. Could be a one-word advice. Could be a tool. It could be anything you want, man. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
It sounds like he had an idea in his head. It was
Wait.
cracking himself up.
So is this like, okay, you're the Wizard of Oz, so it's literally like you're giving them the thing that they want, like
Yeah.
they need their courage or they need their heart or whatever the fuck.
brain,
Yeah.
the heart, the whole
Yeah.
thing.
I think
Good
in
one. That's a
Dan's
good one.
case, he might not be aware of the thing he needs, but yeah.
Oh,
What's
he's
Dan
definitely not.
3.0?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. I think
Dan-
the quickest way to explain this is if he's doing something that's kind of like extremely Dan right now, his wife will call him and saying, "You're being like Paul Reichert," and that'll stop him in his tracks. He'll go, "Okay, I need to reassess."
Okay.
So he's
Oh.
right.
He went to the store and he's trying on self-awareness and seeing
Yes.
if it fits.
Yes,
you
he
know?
needs some little external input when it happens, but yes, that yeah.
Oh, okay. So like in the true Wizard of Oz fashion, it would be like, you know, because you don't give the person the real thing, you give them like the picture of Paul Reichert, right? To be like, oh, this is your gift, kind of thing.
Right, you could burn it into his retinas maybe, so when he closes his eyes, he sees Paul.
you'd be like, oh, this isn't you. You're your own person. Or you give him a
Okay.
mirror, right? And be like,
Sure.
oh, just remember.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But and just to let you know, he ate glass last week. Okay, answer. There you go.
Okay, so an
On
enema
purpose?
is what I'm kidding. It's just,
It don't, Alex. It don't matter.
No, I think it actually
insurance,
does. It actually makes quite a bit of difference.
It was not on purpose,
Good
but
Okay.
delivery on that bacalar. That was just good.
very avoidable. You know.
I think I just fucking. I think I just get in a hot air balloon and leave.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a terrible
I
idea.
think
I can't help you.
think I do one of these. I think I'm like, and for your first gift, Jeff Bacala. Boy, it's in here somewhere. Hold on, let me just.
What's that over there?
It's behind in this. It's in here somewhere. Oh no, the ropes. Oh shit. Oh, I guess I'm gone. Have fucking fun. Loses.
Why is Oz like from Staten Island? I don't understand.
That sounds right to me.
But I'm just blowing at the thing like, just gotta go fucking faster.
This goes quicker in the picture. I
I don't know where I'm going. Oh boy, I'm a wizard.
He just sounds like a distracting smoke bomb across the kingdom.
Oh, here you go. Look
More
at
like
that.
the Wizard of fucking Babylon, New Long Island.
I don't know. Help me out here. What do you got? Like, what is everybody? Bacalar gets a sick toupee that says "I'm not Jeff" anymore.
Wow.
Well, that's what he wants. I'm trying to give you what
What do
your
you people need?
I guess, yeah. Like, I guess I just want hair, right? So it's
yeah, but it's the Wizard of Oz. So you got like a dead skunk or something. It's just like, or you have to realize that being bald is amazing. So I guess I give you like a cue ball or something. Like
The hair
Yeah,
was
well-
always inside of you all along.
where I
infected.
don't
It's a
want it
big
to be.
problem.
Yeah.
I got a belly full of hair.
Yeah. You got like a picture of Telly Savalas and it says like "Love you, baby," and you're like, "Oh, he's beautiful."
Yeah, every Jason Statham Blu-ray is what I get.
That's right. And be like, "Look how it
There you
worked
go.
out here. It's fantastic." Grub? I don't know. What does Grub need? Grub?
I don't need any more shit. No, yeah, I'm good. I need my. You come and paint my ceiling and make it not have a water stain on it again. So
Okay,
yeah.
but in the Oz fashion, it wouldn't be somebody actually coming to paint your ceiling. It would be like a skylight that just goes through your.
Oh yeah.
You don't need this anymore. Look, you're so happy now. You guys got to help me out here for the rest of the crew. Like, what is
All right.
What does Jan got? A cloning machine?
I think you give Jan the ability to say, no, I can't do that right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you give him the
Like,
power
no.
to actually say no to stuff.
Add that to his vocabulary.
Yes.
Can't imagine
we give Dan the concept of shame.
That's a hard
right.
That'd be
Oh,
wild to see.
That's like moving mountains. Okay.
And Minotti, I mean, I don't know the guy that well, so I don't know. Just fucking Walt Disney's head.
No, I feel like you somehow. I think what you do is you somehow prevent him from entering the park, or you like
a cease and desist order from Disney.
Well, that's another from the Walt Disney Corporation. No, I think you like. It comes at a consequence that forces him to like.
Yeah, realize he was Disney all along. The Disney was inside of him. Yes.
Like he gets. Like he gets in, but his flash pass never works, or something. You know what I mean? Like it's something.
So we're tormenting him, is what you're saying?
Well, not tormenting, but it's forcing him to like smell the flowers a little bit.
No, he gets to go whenever he wants, but he can never talk about it, which is all he talks about.
Right.
So yeah.
I think he needs the thing where it's like there's some like. Now I'm making like like the after school movie thing, but it's like the thing where it's closed, so they put on like a Disney in the parking lot, and he realizes it's not about the corporations, it's about the people who love Disney.
Right.
And yeah.
No,
and
I'm pretty sure it's about the corporation.
It's about the intellectual property rights, actually. Yeah.
I think other Disney fans actually hate other Disney fans maybe more than anything else on the world.
Yeah, I've gotten that sentiment.
Okay, so here's what we do. Minotti owns Disney World, and he owns all of it, and now he has to deal with all the Disney fans who actually are asking him.
That's good.
To manage
that
everything.
is good.
You're
That's
putting him
like
in charge of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You are putting him in charge of the theme parks.
Everything.
That's like Twilight zoning him. That's kind of screwed up.
Yeah, sorry, I'm already in the.
You're
balloon.
putting him in charge of the FX network.
Goddamn. All right, and that I guess that's it. Wow, that was a
tour.
Yeah, that was a tour. That was too real. A little too real.
That's what you bring us here for, right?
I guess
Everybody's
so.
happy. Nobody checks in with everybody after that scene. They just leave, and then Dorothy goes back home. Nobody checks in with the Scarecrow and the Lion and the Tin Man are like, fucking sucks. I got a fucking clock. I wanted a heart. I'm still fucking. I guess the Return to Oz. You guys ever see that?
No, it was a sequel.
No, I saw The Wiz.
Yeah,
that's
The Wiz,
also
I've
very
seen.
good. You never saw Return to Oz? It's like a kind of a nightmare.
No,
This is different than the Sam Raimi movie, right? Oz the Great and Powerful.
That's
right?
a different thing.
That's a
there
different
was a
thing.
movie. The books keep going. There's I think 4 or 5 books, right? Like Oz, they keep going. But I think they made the Return to Oz, and it's like in my mind, it's like almost like a labyrinth or a Dark Crystal-esque kind of like puppet nightmare thing happening.
Okay.
I should watch it again.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, caller. That was certainly a really good thought experiment. Appreciate it. Thanks for putting the effort into that one. We went to YouTube chat for the next voicemail selection, and they chose middle school basketball team.
That was going to be my pick anyway, so great.
What's up, dumpers? Back in 7th grade, I was trying out for the middle school basketball team, and I was so afraid of a public erection that I wore jeans to the tryouts. Not exactly the best wear for a basketball tryout. Needless to say, I did not make the team. I think even if I was Michael Jordan out there, I probably wouldn't make it, given the circumstances. But anyway, what is the most embarrassing or maybe ridiculous thing you've done to avoid or for fear of public boner? Thank you. Bye-bye.
Fear of public failure, is that what he said at the end?
I think fear of public boner, because that was the origin story there.
Is it just public boner, or is it any sort of like big public failure type
Let's
thing?
go with
like,
big public, like shame.
big public boner. Okay.
Yeah, big,
I mean,
yeah.
look, I'm going to say, first of all, that's a real love of basketball.
Yeah.
that's somebody who just is aroused by basketball, which is
Bob
which is
Cousy
great.
himself didn't even love the sport that much.
But you're supposed to think about sports to avoid this in the first place. You're
That's
getting it
just-
during sports. That's true love.
Okay, so we're going with the what have you done to avoid somebody noticing your
giant public boner?
erection?
Yeah,
I mean, if that's what you got to do, you could do whatever you need to here. Anything you've done in public that was embarrassing in hindsight that you did to avoid some other form of embarrassment.
Like the trip run thing, like when you trip and then you run.
Sure.
And then you just sort of jog it out a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, wait up.
Yeah.
Can I tell? All right, this is not an erection story, but
Oh,
Why are we
I
here?
might be
I'm out.
listening.
but it
I'm
is
out.
an E3 story, and it does involve me being a boner. I needed to get to. I think I mentioned this for real though, but I think back to this as like what an idiot. I needed to get to I was at E3. I needed to get to the floor, but I didn't have the press badge or whatever at the time. That sometimes they open up the E3 floor early, and I needed to get there because I was leaving quickly. So I did a fake phone call on my phone where I pretended I was talking to somebody on the floor as I was walking up to the person. So I did the like, hey, no, I can see you from here. No, I'm up at the top of the steps. I can see you down there. So I just come right down as I'm walking to the security guard, and the security guard was like, hold on a sec. And I had the phone. I was like, oh, hold on a second. I'm just meeting somebody on the floor. I just got to run inside. They're like, no, you got to go around to the other side, and you got to go wait on the line. And I was like, sorry, hold on. And I took the phone down, and it just flashed to the time on the phone. Even have the phone call started, and we both just looked at the phone. And I was just like,
and then it went bum 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 bum.
This way to the line, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go fuck myself. Thanks.
Yeah,
I think you've told me this story before.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yeah, that was really embarrassing.
It's a good one. But you had the right idea because in the middle of a phone call, there's great power there. That does create power.
Yeah,
it does for sure.
Yeah, everybody's in a rush. What are we gonna do? Interrupt it?
Sorry, that's an important guy. That's an important guy right there.
Tell me about your erections.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
you got me on a Larry David moment instead. I've definitely told this story somewhere before, so apologies if people have heard it before. But I was at a party with people I mostly didn't know, and it was like in the middle of the day for some reason. I don't know. It must have been someone's like I don't remember at all. But it was a bunch of people I didn't know, and it was around the time of the World Cup, and I was kind of getting into soccer. So I was talking to someone who was like really into soccer, and I was like maybe playing it up a little bit because I was nervous because I didn't know anybody. So I was like, I love soccer. And so they asked me like, what is my favorite Premier League team? And my mind went blank. And I like pieced together two different names and kind of was like, I know this isn't going to be real. So I did the Costanza, Fulham, kind of coughed my way through it. And they were just, it was him and his dad actually. And they're both looking at me like, I'm sorry, can you come again? I'm like, Fulham.
Oh, no.
And then, I could tell they didn't buy it at all. So I just stood up and left the party. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to Chipotle instead or something.
Were you meaning to say, were you speaking Fulham?
There's Fulham and there's another one that ends in ton or something. I was just mixing them up or something like that. Yeah. It was good. Oh, it was Everton. It was Everton and Fulham, and they got smashed together in my head. Yeah.
It's when you want to just turn into a log, like ninja smoke out.
Yeah,
right? Just be like,
100%.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. If I had that ability, I would use it all the time, but definitely in that moment.
Yeah.
Oof. That's tough to back out of. I'm sorry that happened to you, Grub.
I mean, look, it was a fun experience in hindsight. Sucked in the moment,
Leaving the party is a good touch. Yeah. Just literally turning around, walking away, and never coming back is.
I'm not going to recover here.
Yeah.
It's not like I can go to my other friends. I don't know anybody here. It's just it's time to leave and find a new group.
And he'd be like, "Wait, I thought you guys were real fucking soccer fans."
Yeah,
that would have been the move for sure. Yeah.
Actually, I got to leave right now because I got fucking front row tickets.
Got tickets.
I'm getting on the plane.
See you at the fluffer for the game.
Just like some random scraps of paper I found. These are my tickets. Come on.
If you're actually wearing a jersey, you have to have a jersey printed for the next time you see them.
Just grab a Sharpie real quick and
or just be like, are they talking to people? Are they going to be there? Who's going to be there? Are they going to be there? Okay, good. Get the jersey print. You need to wear this. You need to wear this.
Their star player, Dan,
Dan Soccer.
Dan Soccer.
Laser beam
soccer head. It's my favorite. I got all his baseball cards. Wait, shit.
All right, you guys must have a lot of embarrassing moments. You've been doing stuff in public a lot.
I don't have the boner one for sure. Those you remember or you forget. I can't. I guess it really depends where you land on that. I don't know. Alex, you got anything?
I mean, look, I've had my share of public embarrassments over the years. Everyone's heard the Edward 40 hand story before and things like that. I'm trying to think of something that's a little more analogous to what this person was talking about. I mean, I do remember at one point I tried to join the wrestling team in junior high, and I way overestimated my ability when it came to all things athletic, including that. I could kind of pass it playing Little League baseball and basketball and stuff like that, but it was pretty clear to me that if I tried to get into real school sports, I was going to be a mess and not useful to anyone. But I still wanted to give it a go. And I remember at the tryouts, I was sort of, I had some very light instruction on what I was even supposed to be doing. And I remember the first time I was matched up against someone. I need to be clear. In junior high, I was roughly the height, maybe slightly shorter than I am now. And I was like 100 pounds. Like I was just rail fucking thin.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like I was a skinny kid.
Damn.
And the kid who I was up against was about the same height I was and was not. And so we kind of locked up. And all I remember is just literally getting flipped upside down and basically just dropped on my back, like as hard as I have ever been dropped in my life. And I just kind of laid there. Like I didn't respond. I didn't really react. I didn't try to like get back up or get out of the hold or anything. I just kind of went flat on my back in front of everybody. And I remember the coach kind of walking up to me after, he's like, "Are you sure wrestling is the thing you want to do with your extracurricular activities?
Sure.
Have you considered drama club?" He was right.
The exact very similar thing where I moved to Ohio with my family when I was around 15, and I was like, well, I'm going to go try out for the football team like I did in Michigan. And I hadn't like done anything athletic the entire time because I was kind of mopey and sad that we were moving. And I was like, the first day was like, all right, well, we're not going to do tryouts yet. We're just going to go to the weight room. And I did, a like the lunge where you're supposed to like lift up the bar and kind of put it up here. And I did that and tipped backwards and fell. And the thing just fell like kind of right here, but it was big enough that it was like, didn't hurt me at all. It just looked stupid as hell. I just looked like a cartoon character.
You could be dead.
Yeah, it's like, it stopped above me, right? Because the weights, the weights on the side were kind of keeping the bar above my chest. So it was scary, but everyone just looked at me like, all right, well, you should leave now. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. I did not come back after that.
And you were new?
I was new, yeah.
Oh, boy. That's
good stuff.
If only you had an erection.
Yeah, right? That would have been a good distraction in that moment.
Totally.
Have you guys seen Megalopolis?
No. I've heard about. I know the line you're talking about.
Yeah, the scene of like John Voight being like, "Have you guys? Everyone, check out my boner." That's a real scene from that movie.
No,
so, yeah. Now every time I hear the word boner, I think about that.
Boner.
So
You think about John Voight?
It's unfortunate. I hate it. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be worse, I guess.
Backload, you don't have anything you want to share?
You've never been embarrassed?
Of course I have. So this one's just so fucking stupid, and I think everyone when they're like 15, 16, or even up to the age of like 25, you're the biggest piece of shit you could be. You're dumb. You think you know everything. You act that way. You have a Superman complex, and I had never been snowboarding before, but I had convinced myself in very quick fashion that I was going to be a natural at this. And I knew how to ski and I knew how to ice skate. And I just assumed in my mind, I had convinced myself that like, snowboarding, oh my God, could you be easier? Could you be more of a simpler thing? And I would like, and I convinced myself I was going to be instantly proficient based solely on how I like understood the physics. I basically approached it the way Mac from Always Sunny approaches everything, where he's just like, I don't know how to do this, but I'm the best in the world at it. And instantly, I like got off the lift and just instantly ate shit so
everyone does
hard that I thought I had like paralyzed myself, like in a way that was so violently awful. And I had friends, no one was like a true expert then. Everyone was just sort of finding their way, but everyone was capable. And I had 3 days of snowboarding ahead of me.
Oh, wow.
And just ended as fast as I started. I barely made it down the mountain. It was humiliating.
A parade of failure.
One after another, just the absolute worst possible sequence of events, and just the avalanche, no pun intended, of like humiliation and the realization of like, you're just a fucking dumb bitch.
No.
Right? Like, yeah, but you know what? Like, it has to happen to everyone in their life once.
Yeah.
Like you need that. Like you absolutely need that to happen.
Yeah, Dunning-Kruger comes for us all in the end. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm glad that's the manner in which it did. I went back to skiing the next day, and that was that. But yeah, like it was awful, and it was such a crashing of emotions in that short moment. It was just like
More than just
wow.
emotions, it sounds like.
Yeah, the fact that I was able to walk after that weekend is a miracle.
The boarding in general is a great equalizer. Snowboarding in particular, even with all the skateboarding I did, was always fucking impossible to me. I just could never get the right coordination for it.
I got really decent at it and still struggle to get off the lift. It is such a challenging thing.
It's because snowboarder. First of all, I hate to break it to everybody, but snowboarding is not compatible with ski resorts. Like,
No,
they've shoehorned it in. They figured out a way. You're just hopping along like an idiot. Getting off a lift is basically a coin toss. You know, like you're just leaving it to God. It's just not built for that, right?
there's no God in snowboarding.
And I definitely have noticed. You know, and I did learn how to snowboard eventually, and I'm just okay at it. I'm a much, much, much better skier. But I also notice now that like the pendulum is swinging back towards skiing. Like people are going back to that in a big way.
Yeah, because people can actually do that.
Yeah, all I see is like millennial snowboarding, and even the oldest millennials are like, do they? Yeah,
yeah,
that's surprising.
I don't want them to, but they do.
I think. Yeah, I mean, I think skiing is. I don't know. I think skiing had like a couple big Olympics recently, and that started to move.
It's that Johnny Mosley. He's just so cool.
So cool. Yeah.
You guys okay?
Yeah. What's up?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna go back to the boner.
Go back to Boner.
Please take it back to Bonertown.
Cool. Yeah.
Let's bring it back to Boner.
I feel
Why'd
like
we ever leave?
This is good. I don't know. I feel like this is a thing that's so common, and I didn't want to bring it up, but you ever spill something in your lap? You're wearing like a light pair of pants. You spill something in your lap. It obviously now looks like you wet yourself.
Sure.
So you have to pour more water or spill more stuff in your pants to make it look like obviously I didn't wet myself. Otherwise I'd be a maniac. Are you fucking kidding? I didn't get like a little bit of water on my pants.
This is something you should talk to your doctor about, not because of the wedding, because if your solution to a problem is let's go all out, like there's definitely like medications for that now.
No, you got it. You have.
So
to,
has this happened to you?
Oh, I feel this happens like on the weekly. Like you have just like a little bit of
Old
something.
damp pants Vinny over there.
Yeah, that's why he's got a pool in his backyard, not for swimming, just to dip his whole bottom half of his body into.
Where are you? Where this matters so much that you're like, oh god,
right. I don't go into an office anymore. But if you've ever seen me come out of something soaking wet, it's probably because I got a little bit of water on my pants. And I'm like, well, now it just looks like I fucked up somewhere. But if I'm soaking wet, I could be like, come on, the fucking sink's in this place.
What do you think I was doing? I just rescued a drowning child.
What do you think? I couldn't shake out right at the urinal or something? No, I'm not a monster.
This is not piss. This is heroism.
My hair's wet. Also,
I was going. I was.
I know it's hard to tell, but it is.
People are in chatter now saying they're going to go back and watch old videos to see if you ever are soaking wet.
Just if I'm like, if I'm just completely wet, I'd be like, you wouldn't believe what happened. I had to carry a wet dog just over here.
I wrestled a marmot.
You never double down? It's the trip.
No.
It's
I definitely have considered something along these lines.
Because like to first off, honestly, I feel like more often than not, I'll just be like, it's just piss.
It's a little piss. What's wrong?
It's just piss. It's not shit. It's just piss.
It's sterile-ish.
If it was shit, then it's a different story.
That's a bigger problem.
Yeah.
I think like I've never had a situation where it's like egregious in a way where it's like something needs to be done, or where I couldn't just wait it out. Just wait it out to dry a little bit. Like 30 seconds.
You got a thing to do. You're like,
you'd be surprised.
Because all these things always happen when you're like eating fast or taking a quick piss or doing something. Something always happens when you're rushing. Yeah. And it's always like that's when you're rushing because you're going into a meeting or something. And then it's like
I've definitely been in like meeting situations where I'm like the guest at a place maybe before, or like, oh, they're having me, we're talking, and I've maybe had a bathroom situation where like, honestly, I believe in the power of like forcing attention above your, like, you make that eye contact. You fucking look at me.
Eyes up here.
You don't look at the white spot on my
You're looking at my piss
crotch.
pants, aren't you?
You're looking at my boner.
You're not looking at that. There's nothing to see there. So what if it's discolored? You know,
That's the style of the times.
right?
I mean, the worst is when it really is like you're at the sink and it does the spray and you're like, this isn't even my fault. This is, and then you just have to let everybody know,
rogue sink.
Right, the sink did it.
It's worse when it's like the liquid soap bottle and you put your hand right there and you're like, all right, it's going to go right down because that's what physics demands of the situation.
And
It's like, no, there's a little soap stuck in there and it's going to shoot horizontally directly at your crotch.
This is why I never trust any foreign soap dispenser. I turn it. I'm not joking. Here's what I do. I
don't believe you're joking. I know you mean this.
I face the wall with it.
Do
and
you? That's why they're always turned around when I go into bed.
It's not my problem. It's not my wall. And then I squeeze it while cupping the nozzle.
Jesus.
You're
putting a lot more work into this whole process.
You got to protect the business.
I might adopt this because I don't want to walk around with the soapy substance on the front of my pants. That is a bad look.
You know what? We're coming at this from entirely the wrong angle. I think the real thing that we need to do as a society is we need to remove the shame element from this. Like, so what if a little bit of dot of something got on your pants? If we're not willing to give piss pants permission to our fellow brothers out there, then, like, what are we? Like, how are we going to fucking function as a society?
Better world is possible. You're right.
Now I think we are just doing I think you should leave.
No, because they had to go through a whole rigmarole to try and fool people. And what I'm saying is that we should just bypass all all of that.
Yep, I think you're right.
But not poopy pants.
No, that's a fucking that is double shame.
It's a bridge too far. It's a bridge too far.
We somehow, and I don't know what happened. We ruined bathrooms. Like using, especially the washing the hands part. How many times have you just looked like a fucking idiot waving your hand under a sink now, being like,
it's just a series of broken robots.
Am I translucent? What is going on?
You're just like this one. I don't know.
I know I don't have a tan, but come on.
How did we fuck this up so much?
We fucked because it's literally all they are, like competing technologies in the bathroom. It's like first it's an automatic air blower that's mixed with the manual soap dispenser, and then the automatic water. And
this used to work. This used to be like you just push the thing up, soap come down, water comes out. Now it's like you got soap in one hand. Maybe it's a foam thing. Maybe it's a squirty thing. There is a paper towel thing next to the blow dryer, next to a thing, because half of them don't work.
Dude, now in Newark Airport, the new terminal, the hand dryer looks like a soap dispenser.
Oh, great.
And when you get up to the sink, there's 3 nozzles. It's like Demolition Man.
He doesn't know how to work the 3 nozzles.
And I'm like, and the one that's the air dryer is just projecting like a light onto the sink that looks like the bacon lines. And you're like, wait a minute.
It was not that hard.
We are overthinking this, folks.
You know, I feel bad for all because you don't see them anymore. Remember the Dyson hand insert things?
Those are kind of.
You know what happened with those?
Dicey.
They did some tests with those, and apparently they were just like explosive germ machines.
Yeah.
They were just blowing germs
they
all
were
over the
extremely
room.
not good.
Yes, they were like way worse, and like they also did not make your hands like that clean either. So yeah,
amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, like I feel like we had this figured out a billion years ago. Like we went, the line went, I've got a sponge on a stick that I wipe my ass with. Okay, we could do better. 2, I figured it out. How about like a soap and some water? Be like, great. But we didn't stop because we're fucking idiots. And now we have everybody walking around the bathroom, waving their hands around like fucking mimes, waiting to just figure it out.
Vinny, the old standbys don't excite shareholders. You don't have an exciting new product lineup unless you invent new ways to fuck up air drying.
It's amazing. Amazing.
Do you guys think we ever get to the point where public bidets become a thing in America?
I don't want to think about that day.
Wait, can you describe that for me?
What do you mean? They're a thing. They're a thing.
It's just a big fountain in the middle of like a business park or something. But instead of like a fountain, it's just a long line of people just waiting to climb up there and just shove their butthole down on top of the fountain.
Then yes.
I mean a bidet in a public bathroom. So like,
I don't mean that.
I like your idea way better.
Alex is going for the kid at the water park who sits on the fucking sprinkler thing.
I like that kid.
Get in there.
I honestly hope it happens just because most Americans would be like, that's gay, I can't do that, and they wouldn't want to use it, and it would be, and all the normies would be like,
anal cleanliness is somehow too woke.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, legitimately, that is what they think. My wife's TikTok is like all these women complaining about how their boyfriends don't wipe their ass. And as I get older, I do realize.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I believe that in a heartbeat.
Their boyfriends do not wipe their own ass.
We have an educational crisis in America, Vinny.
Wait, I'm sorry. This got worse the second time. Wait, their boyfriends do not wipe their own ass?
The boyfriends,
or do a bad job.
The boyfriends go number 2.
Yeah.
And then they stand up and leave the bathroom.
Stop it.
Like a dog?
No.
Like a dog. Like
I reject this.
Like a dog.
Stop it.
And it's
on purpose.
And the reason is, Backlar nailed it a second ago.
Because it's gay.
Because it's gay to wipe your ass.
I'm sorry. I've lost the thread.
Yes, it sucks.
Societally, we all have, really.
Maybe these guys have some good high fiber diets. They got just clean living.
I'm not shaking anyone's hand ever again.
I'm sorry. That is the most fucking awesome thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That's amazing. That's amazing.
I don't believe a lot of things on the internet, so I'm not sure I'm 100% in with this. Like
this one, if you think about it for a little bit, like, because their entire, like, there's so many people out there that their entire political being is, well, is it gay? Public health care, that sounds pretty gay. Like, they work backwards from everything. Their own body frightens them to the point where, yes. Like, I mean, skid marks used to be like a kind of a common joke, right? Like,
yeah.
Never had skid marks because I wipe my ass, like, for the most part. Like, unless I'm sick.
Sometimes things happen.
Yeah, if I get a little sick,
no one's ever accidentally had that sort of thing happen. But like on a regular basis, you have an issue.
Something I would try to avoid. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just visualizing public bidets and how they would be vandalized. Like how people would like
in spectacular ways, my friend.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that you'd be like talk about like, oh, the sink sprayed me a little bit.
Yeah.
This drinking fountain is broken.
Sure is.
So good.
Look, I'm sure. Look, there are other cultures out there that probably like the squatty potty, right? Like, I think that's a cool thing. I would go in for a bathroom there, but I assume there's still a level of hygiene you want to keep, right?
Yes.
Like,
it's farcical, right? Like, it just sounds like it's just a Mike Judge joke is what that sounds like.
It's an escalation, like, especially when you're bringing in your masculinity into it, to be like the one who smells like the most shit is the most masculine person.
Somehow is like the ruler of the bowling alley.
Smell that odor. Oh, here we go.
You should leave your tracks when you lay in bed naked. Yes, exactly.
Sorry, I can't believe it. I'm going to refuse.
That's
to
fine.
Listen,
live in your beautiful world. That's completely fair to me.
Not in New Jersey, I'll tell you. That's just not happening in New Jersey.
Bunch of ass wipers in New Jersey for sure. Yeah.
Perfect state.
The
no
finest
notes.
asses. We got to see. This is the stuff we got to bubble up to, like, our current president, because I feel like this will make him abandon this masculinity entirely and be like,
not a chance.
The fuck is wrong with you? Wipe your asses, people. Isn't he a big germaphobe?
They're doing what?
I'm sorry. What?
Who knows what's going on inside that diaper? I don't know, man.
That's true. Oh shit. Literally. Well, thank you, caller. That's certainly
went off in some directions.
Sent us on a trajectory. We got
is that still the boner one?
Yeah, that was the boner one. God damn. We got time for one or two more here. We went to Twitch chat for the next.
We got started a little late. I can hang out a bit.
Next voicemail, and Twitch chat chose Wild Mike Minotti.
Okay.
Hi, Bombers. I was just driving home from work in downtown SF, and all of a sudden there was a Wild Mike Minotti in a Donkey Kong Country shirt. And I didn't know what to do, and I panicked. I had an apple in my car, so I thought about throwing it at him, but I thought that might scare him too much. So I just made a fool of myself and rolled down my window and screamed, "I'm watching Giant Bomb!" Yeah, that's all.
No way.
Huh.
You are so lucky you did not throw an apple at him. He would have killed you.
Yeah, that's not a good thing to generally do at a person that you recognize.
Also, well, Mike's got a phobia of apples too. So,
What?
Really?
yeah, I mean, it's just a sentence I have
know.
to say about him. Yeah, that's true. Every word of that is true.
Phobia?
Phobia of apples?
Phobia is the correct terminology for this man and his relationship to apples. Yes.
Yeah, I kind of. Yeah, I'm with you. Even though I know this to be true, I still feel the way
I get
that you look, Vinny, and what you are saying, Alex. Yeah.
Okay.
Phobia of apples.
Yep,
Like-
that's,
I mean, like, you can have a phobia of anything. I'm
Of
not here to
course.
judge. Whatever.
of
It is
course.
what it is.
I'm not,
but it's
I'm
just,
not judging. I'm just going. Huh.
Well, like,
just
like,
apples.
Yeah, but like, has he? I'm sorry, I'm just curious. Has he ever gone into like why? Is it
He
a
doesn't-
Disney thing? Is it the Disney?
It's the
apple
Snow White
die?
thing. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
Snow White thing.
This is what everyone always goes to, right? Because it's got to be the
Yeah.
Snow White thing. He doesn't know.
It's the
been,
Disney thing.
It's been since he was a little kid. He can't really exactly remember. He doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to think it's the Snow White apple, but we all think it is. So,
So
it
he
probably
didn't
is
lose
true.
a family member in a tragic, like, apple picking accident or anything like that.
No, and here's the thing: is Dad's a doctor. So
Yeah.
Apple Day, like maybe that's what it
what
was.
he was so
Wait a
scared
minute.
of. Maybe that apple
He likes
He was
his
afraid his
dad.
dad was
Daddy
going
won't
to
come
leave.
back home if I eat an apple. Yeah.
that's what it was.
Papa was a rolling apple.
At a young age, he ate an apple,
Yeah.
and that night, Daddy
left-
didn't come home.
They left him at Disney.
He doesn't like any fruits because they're all too juicy, too much water in the fruits. That's the thing he really doesn't like. But
Too many
apples,
vitamins. Too many
He
vitamins.
only wants the driest natural goods.
Okay,
yes,
now-
processed to hell. But apples are the phobia.
Okay.
but doesn't like fruit.
Doesn't
Yep.
like any fruit.
Now,
well,
you have to live with this
He'll
knowledge
have
now.
he'll have a Dole Whip at Disney and say it's Disney fruit. So what am I?
Does he
what are we
like-
doing here?
Does he like juice?
No, typically no. Unless it's in an alcoholic drink, then he'll accept it.
Okay.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
starting
Putting
to
it-
get a
putting
broader
it-
picture
putting
here.
it together
Yeah.
a bit.
All right.
I'm sorry.
That's amazing. So when Dan and Mike talk about this stuff, is
oh,
Dan
buddy.
like,
Yeah. What do you think
Dan,
happens here?
yo, wow, you need to live. You need to like
A little bit, yeah. They constantly are arguing about who is weirder.
Okay, great.
And yeah, they both think the other one is weirder. Now Dan always wins the poll for the most part. Everyone thinks Dan is weirder, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
They definitely are trying to one up each other. Where like Mike would try a deviled egg when Dan wouldn't, and then Dan ate a sandwich that had mustard on it. I don't know.
You think
they're both very
What do you
weird.
think a candied apple would do?
It wouldn't happen.
Anything apple related. Like we made a joke about we're going to bring in a fruit tray and see Mike just kind of try it out. He's like, no, I'm literally going to leave the room. I'm going to
Really?
leave. Like
How
he
about
Yeah.
doesn't
products,
joke about
like
it.
phones and stuff.
Oh, don't be. That's just.
Well, they
yeah,
have
he-
like a Mac has like the Apple logo on
He's
it.
an Android guy.
Is he? See?
No, he'll no, he does use an iPhone. So, yeah, but like Apple show up and stuff, and he's like, it was in Donkey Kong. He's like, oh, that's a bummer. And just doesn't like
man.
him. But it's not going to ruin the game for him. But he gets a little annoyed. Just
He doesn't need an
kind of-
arachnophobia
Wow.
mode, but for apples.
Right? Yes, he even said
Okay.
that. Yeah, he's like, I wish they had that, but he was joking. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's okay. That sounds like a real phobia.
Yeah, no, it's categorical. I think it's pretty certifiable.
I think that trying to compete for who is weirder is sort of pointless because the two kinds of weird that they are very different from one another.
That's true.
Dan,
Yeah, but
Dan is a ball of wild eccentricity that is just constantly shifting and changing and is wildly unpredictable. Whereas I
Right.
feel like Mike is more of a weird onion. Like you just keep peeling back little layers.
Yeah.
Like they
think
come
that's
in
right.
unexpected times. Like you'll just be in the middle of a conversation, just be like, actually, I don't know if you know this, I'm a Habsburg. I used to set fires a lot when I was a kid. Just something will come out in natural conversation and you won't know what to do with it, but it's always new and there's always another layer to peel back.
I think you're right. I think occasionally the helix does overlap, and they do find similarities in their bizarre bullshit.
But I think it's right that they're
you're
coming
right.
at it from a different angle, even when they
Yes.
do overlap.
Yeah, I got the sense that Mike knows where apples come from.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. He
And-
doesnn question them
And Dan,
in that way.
even though we've explained it to him, still does not.
Yeah.
And Dan might still think they're gnome poop or something. I don't know. Like,
Right.
What was the one early on when I started work here back there? Was it he legitimately didn't know if shells were put onto peanuts at like a factory?
Yeah, he thought that was part of the manufacturing process.
All right, we're done here.
Yeah. It's all right. That's all right. Dan 3.0 now would be like, now I know that's probably not the case, but I want to just say it out loud.
Yeah.
And then,
that is what
it just softens the blow.
Right.
Really is what it does.
Let me know when we get to Dan 6.7. I feel like that's when I'll finally be able to sort of like lock in here.
Yeah, we need
that's when the software is set to really hit its stride.
Yeah.
We'll hope and pray for that day to come sooner than later. All right, I don't want to. We'll do maybe one or two more. We got special guests here.
I'm not actually leaving yet. That's fine.
Good.
No, I know, but the show usually is around 90 minutes here. But yes, let's get.
We got D&D tonight. We're gonna be.
We do.
So I just got to eat some dinner, and then we got. This is good. Get me in the mood for some role play.
Oh,
dinner
good.
and Dan.
Then pour another drink, and then Alex, please choose the next voicemail.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the ones we haven't done yet.
Let me know if I can read them. Choo choo. I want mine. Not a joke. Now, please. Sweetest you can get, and call in a favor.
Now, please.
Birchmaster Mitch! I want your face on my ass! Give me some goddamn boxer briefs or panties or booty shorts or something. Anything printed in the store. Whose face would you put all over your bottoms? Now! Please! Please!
I think this person is having a medical emergency.
Yeah, you called the wrong number. I believe you meant 911.
That was a personal call that shouldn't have made it onto the list. I'm sorry.
Is this person saying they want to put Mike Minotti's face on their ass?
Yes, either through the form of boxer briefs, panties, or boy shorts, I believe was one of them.
What about like airbrush wrestling tights, like Ravishing Rick Rude?
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's the business we should get in, Bacalar, right there.
Yeah.
And, I was out until I heard that. Now I'm back in. I have a problem with anything screen printed that acts as underwear. I don't think that plays well.
You don't want it?
I don't
Can
want
we do
it.
adult underoos?
Full body?
Full body
like
adult
onesie,
underoos?
right?
Johns?
Oh,
Yeah.
like full. Yeah, maybe. The margins on those are tough, you know.
Sure. No, I
We'll
don't
sell
know.
a lot
Actually.
of those.
It's the feeties and the buttons, right? That's
Yeah, that's what gets you.
And the flap is very expensive on the butt. Yeah.
I don't know.
that would be fun though. You remember those underoos that were two pieces? They had the 2-piece ones.
Yeah.
And he just had like Mike's face, just like a small Mike's face, like a bunch of places. Those could be fun.
Yeah.
I think so. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think so. Almost, but no.
But then you'd all have to wear them.
Yeah, but stuff, and who's
erections?
Yeah,
erections
that's
are
a
a
big
thing?
concern now.
It all goes back to erections.
Who's gonna model those?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember in like middle school, when boxers became like a thing for guys. I feel like I had so many very dumb boxers.
Oh, novelty boxers, yeah.
Like you couldn't avoid having some stupid.
Here's your Corona boxers.
Yeah, like
that
your
aunt gave you for Christmas.
Foghorn boxers or something like that, like repeating patterns and shit like that.
Your LA Raiders boxers.
Exactly.
But that all became pajama pants, right? Pajama pants with a bunch of stuff on them, and that's the default gift for someone that's in your family. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, something for us to chew on. Thank you, caller. All right, Vinny, your turn.
Let's do choo choo.
Hey, Vinny, you love trains, right? Trains are awesome. Now imagine if there was a video log with some cool people riding a train. That would be the best. I love trains. Don't you? Choo-choo!
Yeah, I mean,
I'll just let anyone call here, won't you?
Yeah, I guess we just sort of.
Yeah, don't take them live. That'd be dangerous.
Yeah, now you get it. Now you get it.
They're referencing the legendary train vlog that got recorded when Jan and Lucy and Tam took a train from SF up to PAX in Seattle. And there apparently a bunch of footage Jan was going to edit, ran out of time, and now everyone always harasses him for the train vlog.
The
yes.
lost train vlog.
Exactly, yes.
Got it. I think trains are awesome, and I think it's this great nation's best mode of transport.
Despite ourselves.
What do you mean? You can't go anywhere.
What do you mean?
In the Northeast Corridor, you can.
Yeah, in our little section of the country. Which
that's great. Everyone should have that.
I feel like it is an amazing mode of transportation in every other country aside
you
from
are
ours.
right. You are right, but it is still relatively the best mode of transportation in this country.
It's fun to be on a train. Like,
I
it's
like
always
trains.
an adventure.
You
Where
guys
else
know
can
I'm
you
a pro
stand
train
up
guy.
and walk around.
You can go get a drink, and I took the PAX train one time or twice from Cleveland to Boston, and each time it's like, oh, there's just a bunch of people going to PAX. They're inviting me just randomly to come sit at a table and play board games with them. Like, this rules. That's a great way to spend 16 hours or whatever it was.
I feel like I watch a great deal of Japanese train content.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
You're gonna tease yourself with what's
I know.
possible.
They got the good trains.
They got the good trains. I feel like they have so many trains and so many specialized trains and luxury trains and vacation trains, and we've got the subway and we've got the LIRR. It's kind of depressing. I want to love trains, but this country will not allow me to love trains.
Maybe more so than any other aspect of our general country and infrastructure, our train system is exactly what Americans used to think the Soviet version of something was. It is dilapidated and depressing, and everyone on it is huddled together and just fucking like dark circles under their eyes, just yearning for freedom, for train freedom. That is what riding a train in America is like, because we put no fucking money into the entire concept.
It's become the thing we parody. Yes.
We're like bad at it on like other levels too. Like private busing companies are like so bad in America, and in Europe they're fantastic. They are like being on a lot of times like first class airplane rides. We took buses all over Europe when I traveled there one time, and it's like, oh, this is so different than the Greyhound we took one time from state to state, and it was just miserable. We're bad at it from the public side and the private side. We just don't believe in traveling in vehicles in a comfortable way with other people here.
And don't even get me started on the private prison system here. It's fucking garbage. Like, just absolute abject
you're being
garbage.
hard on them.
Go to fucking Sweden, man. They do prisons right.
They do. It's not...
What if we just had prison trains? We just do prison trains. And we just move.
They
them
might
around.
as well be already.
I had to go through Penn Station and take the Long Island Railroad, and I will say that new Penn Station is not bad.
Which part of it? Some of it's not fully updated.
No,
right?
the part that they raised the ceiling 15 feet, not the part where the ceiling is 7 feet tall.
I love how it took New York City 76 years to be like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if your hair didn't graze on the ceiling when you enter our station?
If anybody is from New York and has been through to the old Penn Station, it sucks.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
used to
pretty
be
bad
nice until they put a sports arena on top of it. You know what I'm saying?
I do, and crappy teams that play there. I think, then get them back.
Anyway, more trains. I'm very pro train. As someone who doesn't love driving, trains are cool.
Trains.
But I also do love
rail.
driving.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I love driving, but I'll take trains.
Yeah. I like when I'm drunk, I like taking trains better.
Just a little bit though, right?
Yeah,
Just a tiny bit. Yeah.
Drive out, train home. You know.
Exactly.
That's the dream.
Leave your car there. Who cares? They're not going to
have
tow
the
it.
car drive itself into a river, take a train home.
Right. Yeah.
the car self-destruct.
River.
Right.
Yeah,
The car river.
the car river.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, Vinny, Alex, Grub, this has been tremendous. Thank you so much.
We worked through a lot of things here.
Yeah, we solved some things today.
Yeah.
I think we really did go around the horn and do some good work.
Mike Minotti's an onion and wipe your ass and public boners.
Yeah. Like this should be shown in schools.
It's a good podcast.
Cautionary tale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People listening to this episode now have direction.
This is what happens when you let 4 white men get together and solve the world's problems. That's what I've been saying.
Someone did it
all the way around, really.
Yeah, everyone ever. Yep, we got it.
If I could hit a button that dropped a mission accomplished banner, I would.
We did it, folks.
I would. And it wasn't that hard. It only took us 90 minutes. Vinny Caravella, Alex Navarro, we love you guys so very much. Thank you for being here. Everyone go check out Nextlander and support it. And what else do you want to say to the fine folks?
You want to take that one, Vinny?
Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah. Go help us out. We can't do it like here. We can't do it without you. We have tried. It doesn't work. So like, we need you to go over there, patreon.com/nextlander. If you can support us, we'd really appreciate it. But thank you guys for having us on, and best of luck with your company.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Best of luck with yours and your boners.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Wishing you all the boner best.
Remember, folks, piss pants permission.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, make it normal. Let's normalize piss pants.
Pay the piss forward, right?
Yes.
You forgive someone else, they'll forgive
piss
you.
it forward.
That's a different thing.
Okay.
That's
My bad.
Never
We're gonna mix that
backward.
up.
Do not piss backward.
Don't
Okay.
piss on anyone else's pants. That's not what we're saying.
That's what we're going for here. It's not our message.
Be clear
darn
there. 707 exit flu is our voicemail phone number. Leave a message for next week. It's probably going to be a piss heavy week. I'm not going to lie. I feel like
that's what happens. We talk about one thing on one episode, and then all the voicemails on the next episode become that thing. So yeah.
Trains.
And no one's figured out how to do live voicemails. So we
Can't be done.
keep playing the game of catch up forever and ever. Thank you so much, Grub, for running the show today. Thank you, Chuck, for the help.
Chuck,
Thank
for
you,
the help. Yep.
Thank you, Sean, for editing all the episodes. And thank you for listening. Thanks to all the chats. Thanks for calling in. Again, that number 707 exit flu. We'll see you all next time with a brand new show. Until then, bye-bye.
Thursday. The machine's on.